Truly, why did Moses' staff suddenly turn into a dragon? Truly, why has a mystical and Sufi program like Restart become a phenomenon with millions of followers? Truly, why has an internet radio station created such an uproar in the country? Truly, what is my real name and family name? That if the Islamic Republic just told its Basijis and Revolutionary Guards they would come to believe in Restart in droves? Truly, what is this program that has driven everyone crazy? Welcome to the 56th episode of Restart. Truly the most dangerous program in 700 years, truly Restart. Yes, the millionaire antivirus at your service once again, and my deepest respects to you who are hearing our voice from Radio Pasto. This is the 56th Restart program, and I am still Hosseini. A perspective on Sufism and mysticism and the black holes existing in the poems of mystics and Sufis that have not been revealed until now. And of course, the reason the secrets of Rumi, Saadi and Hafez were never revealed is, number one, you never had the pressing need to hear these things on these streets, meaning your tooth hadn't started to hurt. It's just now starting to hurt, so now you want to see what this is all about. Number two, governments have tried to eliminate and distort these poems so that people wouldn't understand the hidden half of Rumi's thoughts. And hand in hand with the governments, the very clever religions have also made their efforts so they can continue to take money from people and live their lives. Otherwise, why would a program like this come after 700 years and just blow up? The reason it's blowing up is that you've just now realized that Rumi is not a Muslim, just as Socrates' religion is not Judaism, Christianity, or Zoroastrianism. A religion existed that no one knew about. Today, let's just say, as for the Islamic Republic, it has truly used all its strength in these last 4 to 5 months and has been worn out. You might have to refresh the app again, send your page out again, come back again, and you can get the app again and hear our voice. And now, as much as we are able, we are all together. And this movement, you can't just call it a movement. You know why? Because there is an extremely powerful potential energy here consisting of several million people. Now, whenever this potential energy is supposed to be converted into kinetic energy, Restart itself will do it. And your only source for Sufism and mysticism is this very program, Restart. And it's nowhere else. Why? Because this program is backed by the seals of many mystics and people of Sufism. Rumi's seal has been stamped under this program, along with Saadi, Hafez, Khayyam, and Ferdowsi. You won't find anything anywhere else. You will find absolutely nothing, rest assured. Today we wanted to have a little talk about dreams. We'll start with a poem by Rumi, and of course this poem is one that has been censored in principle, always censored, and then brought back. The reason they censored this poem was that the last 2 couplets of the poem are, well, very dangerous, and, as I was saying, it has its own special problems. He says, days, this is my thought, and all night, this is my talk. So why is it censored? Because there's a certain perspective in it. If you understand it, these few couplets it has. So if this poem is in the books and you listen and read, you understand that Rumi is revealing a prophetic and Sufi matter that is a secret. He says, days, this is my thought, and all night, this is my talk. Why am I oblivious to the state of my own heart? The point about Rumi in this very line, days, this is my thought, and all night, this is my talk, implies day and night, black and white. Attar said it, Rumi said it, many mystics and Sufis have said it. There's a time, you might remember, when the moth circles the flame. Well, it's very logical, we've all seen it in this context. But there's a time when the flame circles the moth, then the subject changes completely. Rumi makes the pole the center. The pole must be the axis of the celestial spheres. An axis is needed for the stability of the earth. In some places they've written pillar of the earth. He says the pole. Pole means the perfect human. Pole means the Mahdi, the Hadi. In different eras the names have changed. Messiah, Mashiach. He says, the pole must be the axis of the celestial spheres, meaning the heavens, the skies, have an axis, and that is the pole. An axis is needed for the pillar of the earth. This must be, in the mystic's poetry, is a reference to this very rotation of the moth around the flame or the flame around the moth. Relativity. Look, travel from here and go where? Go to the North Pole, right under the axis that passes through the earth, the place where the earth spins on itself. Tonight, take a tent, set it up there, and sleep right where the axis passes through the center of the earth, the very place where the earth is rotating on itself at every moment, once a day. If you sleep there and turn your head towards the sky, as the earth rotates on itself, you will see the sky rotating around you. You don't see it in Tehran, you don't see it in Germany. You have to sleep right under that axis. The axis is like a skewer passed through a ball. When the ball itself spins, if you sleep next to the skewer on the ball, then you see the cosmos rotating around it, meaning when you sleep there, you feel that the entire universe, all the stars, are revolving around you. That's a place where two easts exist. Why are there two easts at the pole? Because when the sun comes and stays, it doesn't set for 6 months. Then when it sets, it doesn't rise for another 6 months. That makes two easts, meaning planet Earth has two easts at the same time. One east might last for a month, 2 months, 6 months, depending on where you are at the pole, and one east that you and I see, wherever we are, we see the sunrise. This axis means a place where the sky rotates around you, not you around the sky. It's a direct reference that Rumi is making, saying, sir, the celestial spheres that have an axis, this axis is that same perfect human. These are the references they've been making all this time. So days and nights also come from this. So what does axial rotation mean? It means the axis that passes through the earth rotates around that axis on itself. This rotation on itself causes the creation of night and day. So black and white are the result of this rotation on itself. Light and darkness, the sun, days and nights, it contains this very interpretation. Meaning, day and night are created precisely when it spins around that axis. That is, if the earth didn't spin on its own axis and only revolved around the sun, you wouldn't be able to see sunrise, you wouldn't be able to see sunset, you wouldn't be able to see black and white. Whoever was in the white would always see whiteness, light, brightness. Whoever was on the other side of the earth would always see darkness. So one of the reasons that the moon's rotation is such that you always see one side of it facing you, meaning the people of earth only see one side of the moon, they don't see the other side. So day and night are created precisely when an axis is needed for the stability of the earth. The pole must be the world of the celestial spheres, meaning that axis, the rotation of the earth on itself, causes the sun to be seen, darkness to come, light to come, blackness to come, and whiteness to come. This is a very important point for you to know. Days, this is my thought, and all night, this is my talk. Why am I oblivious to the state of my own heart? So the heart has a state, a mood. Where did I come from? Rumi says, what was the purpose of my coming? Where am I going in the end? You do not show me my homeland. Again, he asks a question here. We've sort of explained this in previous programs. Where did you come from? You don't know. You know up to your mum's womb, but you don't know what came after. So where did you come from? From your mom's womb. So you have to see what was going on in your mom's womb. You had a world where the pole must be the world of the celestial spheres. Your mother was your pole. Your mother was your perfect human. There was an axis in her. Something was in there. Then see what relativity, what thinking you had in there before you came out. What things you saw, what places you saw. This is a very important point for you to know. What was the purpose of my coming? After coming out, you see that it's your mom. Some moms, it wasn't even important for you to come out, like they did it with the dad on a whim, and then something happened and you came out. Some moms were like that, the mom did it with the dad on a whim and you came out. Where did I come from? From the mom's womb. Before that, no one is your companion. Why from my father's back, my mother's breast? From my mother's breast, my father's back? You're speaking very scientifically. Thank you very much. What was the purpose of my coming? I don't know. I kind of know. Mom and Dad loved each other, and I came. After you die, there must be two loves. You die, you become alive again. Your death is also a rebirth. There has to be a love. It must be similar to this, a positive and a negative. A man and a woman, two beings are waiting for your death. You don't know, but they are there. Sitting right here, waiting for you to hopefully die, for me to die. Hopefully we go there, and then we see this is it. So where did you come from? What was the purpose of my coming? Now you don't know. You don't know about those two. Because of love. It's not always because of love. A boy and a girl might not be in love at all, and their child is born. You don't know. But anyway, you were born. For whatever reason, there's a reason. If we think about this reason, we will understand what awaits us and why. What happened between those two that you had to be born? Whether there was love or not. They could be boyfriend and girlfriend, seeing each other for a week. Or maybe they only saw each other for one night. They saw each other tonight. The dad died. They saw each other tonight. The mom died. Whatever you saw, whatever you can think of. And you had a very beautiful homeland by God and the prophet. You had the best homeland of all. It was a real struggle. It would wear your father out. You just ate, slept, and went to the bathroom. Why did you leave such a beautiful homeland to come out here so that now someone can curse at you? Oppression can come, injustice can come, a restart can come to save you. Why do we now have to make people restarters? Why does all this have to happen? In pursuit of what? So there is another place. So this planet Earth can't be your homeland either. Rumi says so. He says, if you wanted a good homeland, it was your mommy's womb. If you think this place is your homeland too, you're a complete fool. Why? Because even your mom's womb wasn't your homeland. Where am I going? You don't know. In the end, you do not show me my homeland. Where is my homeland? Here is the sign of that sentence I told you. We are the only beings in the universe, dear listener, that reach perfection circularly. It's strange. Look, when we say we reach perfection, we go up. Upward, meaning we ascend, we reach perfection, we go up. But in the view of mysticism and Sufism, you neither go up nor down. Where is God? Not down, not this way, not that way. Your rotation is also like this. Your perfection is like a circle. When you return to your starting point, you become a perfect human. An important point emerges, meaning you return to your place, and only then do you become complete. So my becoming complete is returning towards God's place, which you also say in words, indeed, we belong to Allah, and indeed to Him we will return. Ana lillahi wa ana ilayhi raji'un. You go and come back, you return to your place around yourself. So where is this homeland of yours then? He says, where did I come from? He's explaining this very circle. He says, where is this homeland that I started from that I must now return to? What kind of evolution is this where I have to return to my original place and only then call it evolution so it has to make one round? Sir, this is nonsense. No, look at planet Earth. They have an explanation for you. The Earth makes one rotation around itself and it becomes one day and night. You see both the sun and the moon. Grass grows, donkeys come out, they come, everyone lives. This itself is perfection, meaning the perfection of planet Earth is one rotation around itself. In its axial motion, it creates day and night. So you have a journey and a height, you have ups and downs. They are explaining this motion at length so you understand that the motion of perfection is not upwards and downwards. The motion of an electron is at the same distance from the nucleus everywhere. At the same speed it's moving. I'll even tell you, it's interesting, the speed of light has a traditional billionth that scientists, God willing, of course, in the thoughts of Rumi and Sadi, it is this Satan, this Satan, this Satan. As it orbits the nucleus, it is seen everywhere in the atom. Wherever you put your finger, it is there. The unit is there, meaning it is everywhere. Like Satan. Satan is everywhere. See, you and I, we have our, wherever we put it, it's there. Some rotations, the rotations that are circular towards yourself, are different kinds of circles you are turning in. When it comes back to its place, its perfection. Where did I come from? What was the purpose of my coming? Where am I going in the end? You do not show me my homeland. I remain deeply amazed. Rumi remains amazed, not you. Maulana remains. He remains. When you read the poem, you have to look at it precisely. You have to put yourself in Rumi's shoes. Rumi says, I remain deeply amazed. For what reason he created me, or what was his will in this creation of mine. It's clear we are created. We were made. I remain deeply amazed for what reason he created me. If a rich kid, a billionaire, starts a company and it becomes, say, Facebook, people say, well, it's normal, it's his dad's money. But if a poor kid, a student who has no money, doesn't even have his daily food, comes and starts a company, a world-class company, and it becomes worth billions and billions, then people say, wow. Either surprise or the mouth opening 8 centimeters, this indicates that you are surprised. Now you reach a level where you grow horns. What is this? What was it at the time of the emergence of man on earth? My proportion to the universe is exactly the proportion of a mosquito to the Milky Way galaxy. Now, if a mosquito on planet Earth, its level of success and victory becomes such that it understands the Milky Way galaxy, and wherever it wants, it can about it, eat, sit tonight on Pluto, tomorrow on, say, Neptune. Well, you'd say, wow, what a crazy, stupid, idiotic, ignorant mosquito this was. This mosquito that understood so much, understood a lot. I swear, a 14-meter worm will never understand anything about the Cord Expressway. A worm that is in Italy will never come here to understand it unless we pick it up and take it there to understand that this is here too. The worm understands within its own limited range. It understands half a mile. In its entire life, a worm understands half a mile. It will never understand anything about Germany. It's a snub. Rumi says it's a snub. He says, a mosquito named man God created in this universe and galaxy and all. Satan can go everywhere. Gabriel goes. I'm giving an example. All the angels are standing there saying, what did you create? He says, I created one, I don't know, from some dusty hill from here to there, has no access, no internet, no space, no thought, no speech, no car, no shape. This one will reach me. The angel said, wow, meaning this mosquito, this human who is on planet Earth, is supposed to understand this entire universe? He said, yes. Why? He said, I put something inside him that understands. Why? He said, because. This became the greatness of human evolution, meaning a mosquito in this universe, God with a kick, expulsion, meaning with a kick, a body says, get the hell out. A universe, they threw it out with a kick, and it was with a kick. Meaning with a kick, he said, get out, man. He threw him out. He made them understand that this mosquito will one day reach a point where it will understand the entire universe. So when will the resurrection happen? The resurrection will happen when man can do everything God could do, becomes God. So in the next 200 years, we must be able to bring the dead to life and the living to death. Because Rumi and the others did this, Sadi did it, Hafez did it. Rumi says 200 times, I died and became alive. It's in all religions too. Die before you are killed. Or die, you must be a fool to be killed. A fool is someone they say died. Died means he's a fool, meaning a death exists. If it were up to Sufism and mysticism, it means a Sufi. Even if I become a Sufi in 5 billion years, a Sufi, the first lesson he learns in stages 1, 2, and 3 is to bring himself to life by killing himself. Scientists will get there, God willing. They haven't yet. They've reached a point with Skype. They're coming along bit by bit. Whenever you can bring yourself to life by killing yourself, which Rumi on some days, not always, but on some days, maybe he killed himself 30 times. It was always in his control. Then you reach the worlds. You reach 18,000 worlds. Attar sees it. He roams. He's happy. He's having fun. Where are you? You're sitting at home talking to your girlfriend. Where am I? I'm just watching, like watching a TV network. This one died, that one left. This one comes, they all come and go, all of them. When Hosseini dies, it means he's not very smart, meaning you could have died before that. I remain deeply amazed for what reason he created me, or what was his will in this creation of mine. So why was I created? For the snub. Everyone must understand. Every being in the universe must understand that we were a mosquito who reached this station. We came from a dirty, smelly, etc. sperm drop to get here. We didn't get here. What is... If one reaches, everyone has reached. When the locomotive driver brings the train to the destination, it's magnificent. Everyone has arrived. They call that one the perfect human. One of these populations in the universe that always exists and is present reaches, and everyone has reached. Why? Because everyone is behind this one. Why? Because everyone is inside this one. This is called reaching that goal. Okay? So he must have given me some tools too, right? He created more than just mosquitoes. Now, when a mosquito wants to drink blood, Mr. Hosseini, well, let's assume the mosquito's head was created in a way that, for example, it drank blood with a spoon. Well, would the mosquito have the sense to produce a spoon to drink blood? For the mosquito's need, they should be able to produce a straw to stick into a person's blood and drink it. He also gave the mosquito its tools. He told it, "Sir, your goal in the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful." The mosquito asked God, "Why was I created?" God said, your job is vaccination, which I explained in the Iran Network and Shaskul Plaza program. I ask you, please download and listen, it's beautiful. Especially the Iran Network one about how the country must become a Sufi country and what the future of Iran will be when it becomes Sufi. Read it from now. Listen, it's very important. "My God, why did you create me?" He said, "You are a mosquito whose job is vaccination. The human is there." He said, "Well, what do you mean?" He said, "It means you go and don't drink this one's blood, you don't drink that one's blood, you sit here and you sit there, all these useless, sharp microbes get trained in your body. You go and bite a body like Hosseini's, this microbe enters, and Hosseini's body becomes vaccinated against this, so he won't die from this disease anymore." Later, the people of Earth invent the syringe. 500 years later, 5,000 years later, the mosquito has been around since the beginning. Later we saw that yes, tetanus came, what to do about it, what to do about this. They found the needle for this, ampicillin for that, which you are now taking. You have worked hard on this mosquito's job. You've completely taken it over. You've saved the mosquito from the disease itself. Basically, the peak of it, the result of our understanding was that you took over the mosquito's job. You gave it all to them. So I, who am sitting here now, want to find God in the 18,000 worlds of the universe. I must have some tools to reach him. One of these tools is sleep, meaning a connection between a being and me. That's why the virtual world we are sitting in now is the real, true world. The true world is the world where the flame is circling the moth. The moth is just flapping its wings for nothing. It's so clueless that it doesn't know it's circling in the air, and the earth is also spinning on its axis. The flame is that axis. It thinks it's the one making the effort. They call this the true world. In the true world, you and I are no longer here. Sleep is the true world, meaning when you sleep, your soul awakens. We are actually awake, but our soul isn't. Why? Because it's connected to the virtual world. When it's the true world, that's when we disconnect the virtual world. That's why there is no human on earth who cannot sleep. The very act of sleeping itself is... Why must we sleep at all? Why not, for example, just whistle? Whistle for 8 hours? Imagine instead of sleep, God, look, for the body to rest, we just whistle. Or instead of sleeping, our mouths would be shut. Look, if our mouths and limbs, like automatically God created a button, we'd press it, rest at 8 o'clock. Our whole body would become like a dead person, and our eyes would be open. We'd just sit like that, resting. It asks, why do we have to sleep? Why do we have to close our eyes? Why do we have to open our eyes? What do we really understand in sleep? We don't remember anything. What do we understand? Some people have dreams. Why don't they remember them? What kind of beings can come in dreams? What is this relationship with sleep? They still don't know. When physical puberty is happening, so we have two types of puberty: spiritual puberty and physical puberty. For spiritual puberty, its true world is sleeping. We must sleep. For physical puberty, its true world is being awake, meaning the world you are in now. So physical puberty belongs to planet Earth, to this very place you are, meaning he has given you, the mosquito, a tube to stick into the guy's body, suck the blood and pull it up. But when you sleep, your spiritual puberty just begins, meaning many scientists figured out formulas in their sleep. Many directors, writers got screenplays in their minds in their sleep. Many prophets also had dreams. This subject of dreams becomes important. Are all these dreams correct? 98, 99% of dreams mean nothing, but 1% is correct. Can Satan infiltrate dreams? His job is basically that an oppressor usually sees dreams that he likes, so that in the morning he can kill more people. He has already killed 500 people. At night he sleeps, and in his dream they come and tell him, "Well done. You managed to save Islam." The fool is still going on with that one dream. His job is to see beings who can infiltrate his, just like in Germany through a guy's eye. He can know how many airplanes he has in America. Or, like I told you last time, any disciple who is talking with his wife about Sufism, they are above his head. Don't joke, the people of Sufism are above his head. They know what he's doing, but they don't let on, meaning that Sufi doesn't let on. This is a lion that is sitting. If it wants to find, it will find. It's in love with the perfect human. It circles, it has. He always says, "It's true that I am a moth circling the perfect human," the Sufi says, "but he is the one who granted this rotation." The Sufis say this. Rumi says, "He is the one who granted the rotation. We are lovers. We have reached this rank. We go from this world for nothing. He has given it to us." In physical puberty, a mustache grows under your nose for a week. It gets a little weird. There are things that everyone knows. You can search for them on the internet. But in spiritual puberty, the people of Earth will definitely see a certain dream. Meaning, when your spiritual puberty starts, you understand the matter through the first dream. It is your spiritual puberty. Meaning, now I will say it and you will say, "Oh yeah, you're right, I've seen that dream." This dream that you've seen shows that you have mental puberty, meaning from now on, it must start from here, that days this is my thought, and all night this is my talk. He's saying exactly this. The dream of spiritual puberty, which all 7 billion people on earth must have seen at least once, even if your mental puberty happens at age 60, it will happen. That dream is that you dream you are running and you can fly. Everyone has seen it. Meaning, there are times you feel like you are running in a world, maybe someone is chasing you, or you feel you have to run. When you run, you see you are flapping wings, as if you can fly and you lift off on a bubble. I am the bird of the celestial garden, not from the world of dust. For a few days, they made a cage of my body. I am the bird of the celestial garden. There, in that dream that all people must see, just as everyone reaches puberty and something happens to them, this dream comes. There, it makes you understand that you must fly, you clueless idiot. Now you're forced to build a monthly salary. There it says, "Hosseini, you clueless idiot, if you were smart, you should tell the commander of the mosquitoes not to import." To import. Why are you producing so much stuff? There you understand. You run, first you walk, then you run, suddenly you lift off, you enjoy it. It tells you there. From there, your spiritual puberty begins. There it tells you, go after that beautiful one. From there you must understand. From there you must know that you will understand. Suddenly you have a headache, not a physical headache, just pointless whining. You don't know why you're on earth, why you're wandering aimlessly, why you're going. What is it all? What's the end? Many who commit suicide, unfortunately, and it's a very bad thing, they do it in these very moments of consciousness. Meaning, this situation arises, a spiritual puberty. He doesn't know where I came from. Days, this is my thought, and all night, this is my talk. Why am I oblivious to the state of my own heart? Where did I come from? What was the purpose of my coming? Where am I going in the end? You do not show me my homeland. I remain deeply amazed. For what reason He created me? Or what was His will in this creation of mine? What is from the celestial world? That is what I speak of. I intend to cast my baggage back there. I am the bird of the celestial garden. I am not of the world of dust. Man, I'm not the type to stay in my mom's womb. They've connected something to me. I am growing. If I stay another 7 months, my mom will die. You understand? It grows so much the mommy dies. The mommy has a limit, a capacity. This planet Earth of yours also can't hold you. It can no longer hold you. The soul flies away. I am the bird of the celestial garden. I am not of the world of dust. For a few days they made a cage of my body. That ear that hears my voice, He says, now that the bird has flown, you saw in a dream you flew, know that your soul has reached puberty. Now what does He say? He says, what is that ear that hears my voice? Now let me go search for that ear that hears my voice. Or what is it that speaks within my mouth? What is it that gives me messages so I can speak? It puts words in my mouth. When you reach puberty, it starts like this. Who is it in the eye that looks out from the eye? Or what soul is it, tell me, for which I am its shirt? What is this soul for which my body is its shirt? I am its shirt. Or what soul is it, tell me, for which I am its shirt? Meaning I, Hosseini, am the shirt for something that is inside me. This is my clothing. Now everyone is obsessed with which parts of you shouldn't be visible. In general, whether your parts are visible or not, you're a clueless idiot. It makes no difference. It's just skin and veins and blood, that's all it is. And it's just a shirt for something that is inside you. It's inside you. If you can't see what's inside you, how are you going to see what's outside? Now her skirt is short, her skirt is long, whatever. This long skirt and short skirt is a sign that, Mr. Hosseini, my beauty, my clueless idiot, let me kiss your lips. I am in the bone, the hammer. The ear is telling me, without you, the skirt, the shirt is short. Yes, meaning this filthy nature of mine. Its skirt is short, its skirt is long. This is telling Hosseini himself. It says, inside you, Hosseini, there is something else that tells Hosseini himself. By God, you wear bad skirts. Haj Aga, Haj Kanum, sir. You have opinions. You are between this and that. You want to kill that one. You want to oppress. Then we send restart and it messes you up. Then it laughs. No, 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 no. Then it comes and messes him up. So the very fact that you see the filthy nature of Hosseini thinks that because that woman's hair is out and I am closer to God because I have covered my hair, this same filthy nature the Sufi sees in me. He says, this one who has even thrown on her headscarf and her hair isn't out, when she comes forward and wants to kiss me, the stench of her filth is pouring out. Why? Because the Sufi sees you as a viper. Look at what kind of personality it is that is a viper. I am like a viper and I want to go kiss him. Really, if a viper appeared in your bed, wouldn't you run away? With what courage do you want to go and even see a Sufi in the world, let alone go kiss him? He sees you as a viper. He sees one person as a donkey, another as a cow, another as a wolf. Then the wolf comes and says, we love you very much. He doesn't know whether to accept the wolf. He is seeing many others. He doesn't know what to do with them. It's a great predicament for a Sufi. For me to, in The Perfect Human, I forget, Now, what about when he meets the perfect human? He sees 8 generations of your ancestors at the same time. So what should he say? Should he say, your mouth stinks, you are his guest. A guest is a beloved of God. We must kiss his hand. Should he say, Haji, at least brush your teeth, Release the prisoners from Evin prison. Brush your teeth. That toothbrush. Don't oppress. Don't commit injustice. Whenever we want, we'll send restart. Whenever we want, with 50 or 60 programs, you have 5 billion. We'll turn your lives upside down and we won't listen. Haji, take a shower when you come wanting to kiss me. Haji, put on some cologne. Haji, you are very Haji. Now even if you fix all that, your face is hideous, your face is ugly, your inside is very dirty, Haji. Going to Mecca doesn't fix it, Haji. Prayer doesn't fix it, Haji. You have to pour out this stench, self-reflection. The mirror is the sign, Haji. The mirror is real. The mirror is not the virtual world. What's behind it is real. You are virtual. The mirror is a monkey. Whatever you do in front of the mirror does your action. That is your monkey. That is your imitation. It is your imitator. The mirror of Sufism means whatever you do, that fool in front of you, you don't do it. Who is yourself? The mirror was created for precisely this, for you to understand. It's a pocket, so you understand what a piece of filth you are, Hosseini. This same mirror exists in Sufism. When you see a Sufi, the Sufi has this exact mirror you see. They reflect, you don't see. Who is it in the ear that hears my voice? Or what is it that places speech in my mouth? Who is it in the eye that looks out from the eye? Or what soul is it, tell me, for which I am its shirt? Until you show me my destination and path through investigation, I will not rest for a moment nor breathe a single breath until you, the beautiful one, show yourself to me. Through investigation, not imitation. You could say, until you see me through imitation. Pay attention to the words. He says through investigation, meaning truth, haq, meaning the valley of unity, meaning going, meaning seeking, meaning all the restarties that you, these clueless idiots, sit and download for 50 minutes for me. You have a spiritual problem. Why do you download it by chance? Because you have reached puberty, because you want to understand, because you are special, because you are different. You sit for 50 minutes and listen to a program where they just talk. Why don't you sit and watch a movie? Man, call your girlfriend. Go, show me my destination and path. You are sick, spiritually sick, in your essence. Until you show me my destination and path through investigation, I will not rest for a moment, nor breathe a single breath. I will bring my eye until in the eternal prison from drunken clamor, I will shatter it with a drunken roar. I did not come here by myself to return by myself. The message, I did not come here by myself to return by myself, meaning Rumi turns to the Sufi, to Shams. Mr. Shams, I understand something. By God, I don't understand anything. He says, why? Why are you lying? You think I, the 7 billion people on earth, don't know who you are? Rumi says, you think I don't know everything is in your hands. You're mocking me. Everything is in your hands. I did not come here by myself. I never wanted to come to earth. No, man. They made love. They brought me. I had no say in the matter. I was just brought. I came for you. My mom and dad made love so that I could see you. I came for that connection. I have to see you, beautiful one. Man, don't give me the runaround. I did not come here by myself to return by myself. I came by order to go. The same one who brought me into my mom's womb and out of my mom's womb must be the one to take me. I did not come here by myself to return by myself. I came by order. I did not come here by myself to return by myself. I came by order. He who brought me will take me back to my homeland. Do not suppose that These last 2 couplets, this is the main point. Do not suppose that I say this poetry of my own accord. Do not suppose that I say this poetry of my own accord. O clerics of the world, do not suppose that I, Rumi says, say this poetry of my own accord. As long as I am sober and awake, I do not utter a single word. I am in a state of intoxication. I am crazy. I am saying these things so that the secrets will be revealed to you. I am opening the divine secrets for you. Rumi says, do not suppose, don't think that I say this poetry of my own accord. Don't think I'm reciting poetry, I'm just talking. As long as I am sober and awake, if I become sober, if the alcohol I drank wears off, I swear if I wake up, I won't speak anymore. Awake, awake, meaning awake. I am in my sleep. In my true world, I am pouring these words out. Do not suppose that I say this poetry of my own accord. As long as I am sober and awake, I do not utter a single word. O Shams of Tabriz, if you show your face to me, by God, Wallah, I will shatter this carcass-like form. Shams of Tabriz, the Sufi who is the trainer, the master, one of the chosen ones, higher than a particle of the perfect human. He has tasted the scent of the perfect human and doesn't dare to say the name of the perfect human. Rumi doesn't have the guts to say it. The power of the perfect human is no joke. That's why he speaks indirectly. He is speaking to Shams, my beautiful one, meaning this beautiful one must deliver the message to that beautiful one so that the main beautiful one knows what's going on. O Shams of Tabriz, if you show your face to me, if you give me the slightest glance, Wallah, for the first time, Rumi only swears a few times. Wallah means, I swear by the perfect human. He says this to Shams. O Shams of Tabriz, I know you are connected to that 550 billion volt factory. The voltage. I know you are connected. Don't think I don't know you're connected. You are. If you show your face to me, Wallah, by God, I will shatter this carcass-like form. They who with a glance can turn dust into gold, might it be that they would cast a corner of their eye upon us? You've listened to that program as well. We love you. Until the next program from Restart. In this program, I am just the poems. I haven't said anything myself. Everything I am reading is historical and mystical documents from these beautiful ones that are presented to you. And we are waiting for the 30 million and 40 million strong army. 15, 16 million is worthwhile when Iran becomes 40 million, and this is the staff of Moses, that whether you like it or not will become a dragon. Thank you, farewell.